Look, I only touch on this momentarily because I think it's the most interesting market in the game right now. And the reason I think it's such an interesting market is because this is the monthly chart for oil. And this move here is what Delta did to the price of oil. Now, spot oil got to about 530, but futures contracts got well into the negatives. It actually cost to hold oil for a period of time during Delta. And here comes Omicron, and what's going to happen? So one thing we do know is going to happen. I think you've got to say it's inevitable now that case numbers around the world are going to spiral. We're going to see record numbers of COVID hit the world in the next days, weeks, months. Looks like UK's already at record numbers. I think Sydney's gone in 2 weeks from 10 cases a day to 2,000. This is going to be everywhere. We've got people in our team in the UK with COVID, not on the direct trading team, but around the direct trading team with COVID. We've got people around the US with COVID. It has just gone bang. And does that mean that oil is then going to come back down to here? And my answer to you guys on this is just a trading opinion. I think it's highly unlikely that we will see the move we saw for Delta. I think it's highly unlikely we'll see that repeated for Omicron. And possibly because while governments are going to freak out, Canadians are closing their borders and other countries are coming. I think France has closed their border to the UK, and New Zealand will close their borders to everyone again pretty soon. You can guarantee it, right? But the death toll is not so bad, but that's not my point. There will be an emotional reaction from the governments, and there will be an emotional response from traders. But the reason I don't think it's going to go down here is because this time we've seen it's a new chart. We've seen this move here. And what I think we're likely to do is I think the fact that we've seen this move here means that most traders are going to be looking for a buy. If Omicron comes in and pulls the price of oil back further, that traders are going to look for a buy. And look, we got it right. We did a piece in here. We talked about buying it. I think it was $12, $9, $6. And that if you did that, getting out around 40, if you did that, you should have made a lot of money on that trade. And we're really be saying those kind of things here. But my suggestion for you is to be looking for oil to pull back, but not down to these kind of levels here. I would be personally looking for a buy somewhere around there. Is that around the $41 mark? Hard to read on this chart, but yeah, that number there would really interest me. Maybe just push it up a little bit. Around the $42 mark. If we see oil collapse back because of Omicron, I think we're going to see buyers coming earlier. So I'd be looking to maybe start a position around this level here. Maybe if it wants to continue going down, I might add a little bit of money around that level there. I'd be pretty small at this stage because one of the things I want to remind you guys, if you need to, if you're looking to buy these levels, do it really small. But one of the things I would remind you guys is that if we're going to see an $80 move in oil again, there's no need to rush. You don't have to get the whole position on early. You can, instead of just scaling in on the way down, you can just wait for the big move up, wait for the retracement, and just trade it straight up from here. I mean, honestly, oil has been the gimme of the year, I think, because of this move up. And look, we did spend a bit of time. We talked about in our piece, about this target in this area here. Did spend some time there, but then did take off. So for mine, oil is the most vulnerable in either direction. That's why it's interesting. Can't get short on oil right now for me because if governments don't overact, if airlines stay, if travel stays open, if businesses stay working, oil will stay up. But so I think it's one of those really interesting topics right now because it could go either way. And it could go quite a long way. I'd suggest to you that I talked about a target all year on oil around $100. It didn't quite get there. But I am thinking, 12 months from now, I'd expect oil to be about maybe 120, 130. And this move up to have continued. Maybe there'll be a big pullback in the middle of it because of Omicron. But what it means to me is we are looking for a buying opportunity on oil. But what we are looking for is to really sell out and give us the best possible buying opportunity. And we certainly aren't expecting that to be at $5 this time around. I would be, if oil goes to $5 this time around, we are in a different world of pain, in my personal opinion. Right.